46. I'm going to do a talk through Bethpage. This is our FedEx Cup round. Final round. Need a good round here. Need a good round to hopefully take the lead. But it's got to be at least 16 under. So it's a tough task. 16 under. Moderate winds, fast greens. Not a good start with the headwind. Got to kind of play off a little bit. Couldn't be as aggressive on the tee shot just because we had the headwind, but just want to make sure we secure the fairway. So I'll lay back. Could have been more aggressive with the tee shot, but it's not going to make much difference in terms of distance to the hole. So no big deal. So we've got about 94 yards in. This hole tends to play it slightly shorter. I'm sorry, it's played slightly longer. So probably thinking 95 or so. A little bit of a pull there. Easy tap in, start the round. A little bit of break to it. We're just going to power through it. We're playing fast green, so I'm going to hit it like it's about 4.4, 4.5. Okay, so I'm going to go right at this one. Full backspin through the trees. Should be fine. So we got the front right pin. Certainly the trickier of the two. It's going to play about 95 yards or so. Got to think about backspin. This ball's definitely going to release coming up this hill. So something I've got to figure out how I want to work that in. Elevation, because it's so far uphill, I don't think we're going to see as much. So 95, I'm going to play this about a quarter back. So we played about a quarter backspin. Pushed it a little. Like I said, it's not going to impact it too much just because of the uphill elevation. Leaves us a short little putt here. Not much to it. And I'm going to hit it like it's about 5. Alright, good start. Some tap ins here. Not a big fan of this pin. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be this pin. Just do not play it well at all. In terms of yardage, we've got about 209, 210, somewhere around that. I think that's pretty good. Didn't ding it, but I left it on the right side. This is definitely the side to come in on. Distance was good. Caught the ridge a little bit, but we've got an uphill look at it. Definitely our best chance to make it. So we got 16. So we see a little bit of break there. Not a lot. Just a little bit. To be honest, I don't even know if I need to play any break. I'm seeing a little bit of a different line from this view, and this view tells me it's just dead straight. So which view do we trust? That's usually when I go in the chip view. Let's see if I see the same thing when I go grid by grid. So we start off with the putt breaking, and now I'm seeing the same line. So that kind of confirms what I was thinking. So I'm thinking if I hit it here, because it's uphill and because I'm hitting it kind of firm, I think a lot of that break's going to be null and void, honestly. So let's see if I'm right. It was. If I ding that, it's absolutely in. Didn't mean to miss ding that. That sucks. That hurts. If we're trying to shoot 16 under, that hurts. All right. Very frustrating. I've got a good yardage in here. I've only got 194 to carry the front edge, which in reality is a little bit more than that. This should be a really good yardage to just rip a 3-iron here. And it should stick. Gotta believe it's going to stick here. Oh, it's going to stick. Oh! Oh! Mercy. A little double eagle would have felt great. Alright. Oh, man. So we got the par back. Should have been up 1. Just disappointing. Disappointing missing that putt on 3. Alright, but a good eagle. I don't want to take anything away from a good eagle. So I think with the elevation being what it is, the wind's pretty much null and void. It really doesn't come into play whatsoever. So that leaves us with about 176. Short here is not bad. Even if it's 10, 15 feet short, I still have a really good look at the hole. So short is not bad. Because it's fast greens, we can be kind of aggressive on this shot. I can land it a little higher than I normally would. Yeah, we got pin high. It's going to have a little break. It's going to be a lot more break than, say, if I was, 6 feet short. Even 10 feet short here would be an easier putt than this one. That's just kind of the way it is. So maybe I got a little too zealous with the approach, but it's okay. I think I can keep it inside the hole here. So inside the hole, I'm going to hit it like it's 6. So I'm going to hit it a little firmer, maybe just slight misting. See, it was ever so slight. All right, 6. Just going to go right here. Basically, I kind of use the 248 as my line. So downwind, I would go left of the 248. And if it was the other way around or headwind or something like that, I would go right of it.
That's in the garden spot.
So
that's a huge drive.
Apparently we've got a huge drive. That's kind of loud, so hopefully it wasn't as loud for you guys. All right, in terms of distance, we have about 80, 81, somewhere in there. 80 and a half, I don't know. Looks like that might be a little much. It's probably about right there. So we've got 80, 81. It is going to hit and spin back a little bit. So maybe I'll err more towards 81. Oh my god. A little spray ball there. Oh, that was terrible. Whew. Okay. Well, we got some work now. Should have been an easy hole. That's a pretty bad miss from 80. Didn't mean to misting that. Oh, that's it if I ding it. 2 mistings have cost me on this side. It's just terrible. Meter's just a little bit jumpy. Not much, but just enough to throw me off a couple times here. Alright. Shredding this round with ugliness. Oh, not gonna hurt me here. Oh, I can't afford to make any more pars. Gotta play perfect golf from here on out. No room for silly mistakes anymore. God, that just burns me up. All right. Well, this is gonna move a little bit, not a ton. Again, we're thinking about our misses. Short's okay. Short's a very makeable shot. Got 223 in. So about right there. Hit a ding. That's huge. Hitting the ding here is huge. That should be pretty good. Didn't release. It just kind of hit and died, but short's fine. So even though it's 13 feet, it's not a tough putt. It actually ends up being practically straight.
Drained it.
Okay. Let's see. We get a back pin. Oh, these are all pins I hate. Both the par threes are the pins I hate. In terms of our yardage, let's see, because we've got the elevation, it's going to play like 219. I think 219 is a good number. It's going to play a little more wind because it is hanging. So we have this hanging wind. It's going to play pretty much play it like it's regular. Going to hit 3-iron in. 3-iron full backspin. Right around there. I hit the ding. That's good. You can see it's going right of the line. Definitely played more wind again. Not a tough putt from there though. It's usually pretty straight right of the pin. This one's got a little bit of break. You can see just a very minute amount of break. Not much at all. I want to keep this inside the cup. Oh. Okay.
Great roll.
Yeah, headwind, but it's not a huge headwind. It's not a headwind where I don't feel like we can carry that bunker. So I'm gonna go right at it.
Good ball.
So we were able to carry it. Okay, so in terms of our distance, we've got 160 in. So 160 for me. It's going to be less than full backspin. Should be really good.
On the dance floor.
Yeah, pretty deep. Sometimes when I play this hole, that's not enough. Other times, 160 on a normal hole, I'd hit just a full 7-iron, full backspin. But this hole usually seems to play a little bit longer. Or maybe my distance has just been off this whole time. I don't know. So it wasn't pretty good. So now we got to work for it. That line right there feels pretty legit. Feels like a great line. Oh, get in there.
Drained it.
I misdinged it ever so slightly. Luckily, it didn't impact it much. All right, not the ideal win for this hole. Hit the fairway. It's definitely going to be a long iron in. Let's see, we're gonna have about 206 there. So 206 is a tricky number. It's kind of right there in between. Do I hit the 4 or do I hit the 3? I hit the 3. The 3 is only going to be like 95%. So I don't think I hit the. Yeah, I don't think I go with that. Big pool here. It's really going to be magnified usually on this hole. It is going to come back towards the hole a little bit. Distance was pretty good, but accuracy was not. So we got a 10-footer with a little bit of bend. Initially, right there is where my eyes go towards. I don't know if I think it's going to break a little more than that, but because we're it's a tricky one. Gotta think it's going to break a little more than that, though. Just played a slight miss thing.
Great roll.
Okay. It's a good one. Distance here, I'm just going to play like 122. So that's going to impact it like 3 yards. So 122, got a couple of different options. I could choke down on the 9, which I think I'm going to do. Or I could hit a 3 almost, or a pitching wedge almost full. But I think choking down is probably the good play. Miss that one out to the right. Got an uphill look. I should hit that 95% or so. I don't see a lot of break, but we do see some break there as the puck gets a little closer to the hole. No, get in there. Oh, jeez. Pulled it just a little bit. Slight pull. Got very lucky. Not having a good day with the flat stick in terms of hitting the ding. Didn't want to push that. I think it'll be okay though. I don't see it going that long.
Good ball.
Again, we're forced with another long shot. It looks pretty similar to the shot we hit on 10, but it might be a little bit longer. It might be out of our range. So it's 210. So 210 is a little bit out of our range for the 4-iron. But I still think we can try it. Still think it's kind of right there, right in our wheelhouse with that. I'm just going to hit the 3. I think the 3 is probably the better call. There we go. What I was worried about was I wasn't going to get the forward kick. So I wasn't going to get that release right there. Hitting the 4 as low as I had to, I was really going to have to land it kind of far back. And then I'd be at the mercy of a bounce, which I never really like to put myself in that position. So we see a little bit of break here. I think we can just kind of hammer it through it. Easy putt there. Three-shot hole here. Even though we have a pin, we have the perfect pin to go for it too. Unfortunately, we just don't have. If we had an 8-mile-an-hour tail, maybe. I think 315, 320. That's kind of like a go range. If you're under that, there's no point in going for it. So we've just got to lay back to a comfortable yardage. I think I'm just gonna hit the 3. I don't really see a point in trying to push a 3-wood up there just to gain an extra 10-12 yards. I'm already going to be hitting a wedge in as it is. So pretty good yardage. Good yardage to hit a nice little punch in. I can hit this full punch and it should be pretty spot on. Now we see the pin. It's like it's camouflage there. Hey, hopefully it doesn't spin back. There we go. Didn't think it would. Never know. So we're short of the hole. Could have been a little more aggressive with it, but all about making some birdies here. I'm just going to hit it pretty straight. Hit it straight and just kind of beat it through some of that break.
Solid putt.
Alright, this par 3. Oh, yeah, this par 3. Not my friend. So we got like 154 in. 154 usually plays a little more wind. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little bit more wind than I think. And then we've got to land it past the hole. So I want to land it past and spin it back. So I'm thinking right there should go long. Missing that side is not going to hurt me. Got it past the pin, just not enough. I wanted to shoot that about 2 yards past the pin. Uphill look at it though. It's probably best to go into this hole without playing full backspin, but I don't know. I like playing full backspin into it. It gives me a shot the hole out. So I'm always looking for the hole out. So I think right here, I just don't. I'm not believing it's going to break that much. Something's telling me it's not. Maybe we're seeing it here. As it gets closer to the hole, it's definitely going to break. Question is how much. It's only going to break the last little bit. Yeah, you see, I pulled that slightly. Basically, I almost hit it straight. And it really didn't break. And that was not on purpose. So many issues hitting a ding today with a putter. It's not good. And we've got the not so fun pin here. Did not want to pull that, but I have plenty of room to pull it, so it's fine. Alright, this is all about where you want to land it and what we have in. So we're hitting a higher trajectory club in. We're hitting an 8-iron. It's almost a full 8. It's really close to a full 8. But we don't necessarily want to land it full. So I'm thinking just slightly short of full. I want to land this like 2-3 yards maybe short and run it up. So I landed a little further back, but it worked out well. It's a very easy putt from this position, as opposed to being long. I guess easy is relative. If I was over here, really like right here is very easy. This one's a little more difficult than I thought, but it's still, it could be a lot worse. Let's see. Always a hard angle to read for me. Probably better reading it in this angle. So I'm seeing more break here. I'm seeing it really taking off, and this is going to miss. So I'm going to hit it a little firmer. I'm going to miss thing out here. Okay. And basically, you know, miss dinging, holding it up against the break a little bit. This one would just hit the fairway. 360. We're not going to hit 360.
That's a huge drive.
In terms of distance here, we've probably got like 157. It usually plays a little longer. So I'm going to play it like it's 157 anyway. It's going to move off the ball about a little over 3 in terms of the wind. I think that's pretty good. Almost going to be a full shot here. Yeah. Pulled it a little bit, but I think the wind will make up for it. Yeah. So it's fine. Little 4-footer. Just a little bit of break. I'm sure you guys can guess what I'm going to do here. Power it right through. 17. Need to make a birdie here. Let's see. So we're uphill 6. Got a 7-mile-an-hour wind in our face. Left pin. Long's okay. Short's okay, really, too. I think it'll kick back a little bit when we land it. I don't think we're going to see too much release here. Usually plays a little windier. Here, so let's think about that. So that's probably a little too much, maybe a little too windy. It's not quite that windy. I think right there should be pretty good. Now in terms of our distance, we got about 214. So I think I'm gonna go with 3. I could hit the 4, but I think 3 is the club here. Pulled it a little. That's okay. We're not gonna hold it. Went a little deep, but the putt's not bad from there. So we see a little bit of movement. I don't know if I trust all that movement actually. I just think we keep it inside the cup here. I mean, I definitely see a little bit, but I also see a little comeback at the end too. So, you know, I think maybe right there, and we hit it kind of firm. Yeah. All right, so that's 16 under. One more birdie, and that would put me in the lead. Although there's still several days left to play, and several really good players left to play. So certainly doesn't guarantee a win.
That's in the garden spot.
Uphill. So this hole is my nemesis. I probably par this hole more than any other hole in this game. I don't know why. It's honestly become a bit of a mental block to me. So I know long is fine. I know long is a makeable putt. Short and pin high is pretty makeable. Right is usually where I falter. So I usually hit this thing right at the pin. So I don't think this wind's necessarily where I've got it aimed is the best, but I'm kind of playing for a slight push. I've got about 136 in the hole, which is an awkward yardage. I think if I cut down on the 8, it should be fine. So I'm thinking 8 iron, like 94% or so. All right, we have ding. We have pin tracking.
On the dance floor.
Oh, we hit it tight. That's a big one for me. It's an easy hole. It's definitely not hard, but to me, it just plays ridiculously hard sometimes. All right, so very good round. 17 under. We're going to get an award here. All right, that's good. Anyway, 17 under, solid round. Had some opportunities. We buried out the backside. I didn't even realize where I was at. Just kind of got on a good roll there. 3, missed ding the putt. That was definitely going in. 4, I pushed the wedge. That was a monster push on a very easy hole. We had 81 yards into the hole. So from 81 yards, made par. That's terrible. And I think I probably had the putt too, but I missed ding that one as well. So 2 missed dings cost us on that side. But overall, pretty good round. We'll look at the stats. Had the nice eagle. That was pretty cool. I haven't hit it that close on that hole before. 7-foot average distance. That's pretty good. 16 one putts. Really didn't have to make anything too deep. 13.5 foot was the longest putt. So, all right, guys, that's been it. I hope you enjoyed. More talkthroughs to come. If you guys have any suggestions that you'd like to see, feel free to comment on the video. I look forward to hearing from you.